The topic for now is going to be profit, loss and discount. This is my personal favorite chapter because this chapter is something that we all can relate to very easily from our day-to-day life. To start with this chapter, let us consider this scenario first. I am a producer and a seller as well, and you are my buyers. Now, it is obvious that all producers and sellers go through some particular expenditure to make particular commodities or services available for you buyers. Similarly, even I will undergo many expenditure to produce the commodities for the buyers. Therefore, let us consider that I have a huge industry with many machines and laborers working under me. Now, I will incur some cost in producing one commodity, or it can be two commodities, or whatever be the amount, I will incur some cost. That total cost which I incur in producing the commodities to make it available for the buyers is called the total cost. From this, we come to the first concept of this chapter, that is total cost. Now, under total cost, there are three different types of cost that a producer incurs. First one is the variable cost. Second, fixed cost. Third, semi-variable cost. Now, we'll look at all of these one by one with the help of our example. Let us consider that for producing one unit, I require X amount. This amount might consider of the raw materials that I incur for producing one unit, or if I am paying wages to the laborers according to the number of units they produce, then even wages of the labor will come under this. Hence, wages or raw material. The amount that I incur in producing one unit of commodity will be my variable cost. Now, to sum it up, we can conclude that variable cost is nothing but the cost incurred by a producer or a seller on one unit of the commodity or the service that they are providing. Moving on, our next concept is fixed cost. Now, if this is my industry, obviously I would be paying rent for the land, or if I have many permanent workers under me, I have to pay them salary every month or on yearly basis, then wages will also come under fixed cost. Now, these are the costs which producer or a seller will incur no matter how many number of commodities they are producing. Even if I will be producing 0 commodities in particular month or particular year, I will have to pay the rent for the land, or I will have to pay the permanent wages to the laborers. That is my fixed cost. Moving on, the third type of cost is semi-variable cost. Let us look at this now. Semi-variable cost considers of both the cost, fixed cost and variable cost, but in particular situations only. For example, if I want to increase my production sector now, therefore I will require more amount of land. Hence, if I was incurring Y amount of rent for this land, I will have to now pay more rent. Let us consider Z plus Y. Z is the amount of rent that I pay for this extra land of mine. Now, this will be a variable cost because I am trying to increase my production center so that I can make more number of variable goods. Or it will also be my fixed cost because after the purchasing of this land has been done, I'll have to pay the rent for it again every month or every year. I hope this concept is clear. Now, with this we can conclude that total cost is equal to variable cost plus fixed cost plus semi-variable cost. Now, just to make things a little clear and easy, I'll tell you, we actually do not require fixed cost and semi-variable cost because most of the problems from your examination are going to be based directly on variable cost. Therefore, we can say that total cost is equal to variable cost. Now, if we proceed further with the video, I will generally use only cost because cost is nothing but the total cost itself. With this, let us now move on to our next topic.